What's up, everybody? Happy Halloween! As you can tell from the title, this is my Halloween special. And that's another crossover of two different animes. But I will have to tell you, in this, Ichigo's not in it. Just for a heads up. And sorry for you viewers who were hoping for it. So, yeah. Also, this is part 0 of What If Soul Societies and Hueco Mundo were in Sword Art Online. Now, with that out of the way, let's get to the video, starting now. Our story takes place a couple hundred years within the Soul Society, with the research and development of developing a device / keto barrier that can seal off any and all hollows from leaving the Hueco Mundo and entering the world of the living, be it from a regular hollow to a Rancor. None can leave Hueco Mundo, but if a hollow from the world of the living were to enter Hueco Mundo, they can. But after that, they couldn't leave. Which greatly reduce the number of hollows appearing in the world of the living, and greatly reducing the workload of many and all of Soul Reapers. Though, this keto barrier also proved to be a hindrance to some people within the Soul Society. I will not reveal who yet, but let's just say there'll be a disaster coming. As we time skip to a couple hundred years in the world of the living, right after with our boy Kirito, after defeating the Fairy King, or whatever his real name was in the real world, after defeating him and freeing Asuna and sending him to jail, and gaining the World Seed from the creator of SAO, and then releasing it into the world, something happened. Right after releasing the World Seed to the public, which gave rise to multiple, and I mean multiple, VR MMO worlds. This action may have brought joy to everyone, but also came at a cost. Unknowingly to Kirito and the Soul Society. This program, the World Seed, somehow the program of all these worlds, virtual worlds, merged with the keto barrier that was developed by that was created by research and development. It merged with it, creating a back door from Hueco Mundo into each one of these VR worlds. Unknowing to them, though they may enter a VR world, they can't leave it until a hollow can't leave the VR world until they devour a player. Now, with more instances appearing after the World Seeds merged with the barrier, it slowly started, but it was surely rising number of incidents of players dying, or players completely brain dead, turning into vegetables within certain VR games, which wasn't taken notice until after Kirito dealt with Death Gun within GGO. So, right after the Death Gun incident, our story takes place. Sometime after a week or two or it's passed after the Death Gun incident, the same detective guy that approached Kirito, telling him about the Death Gun case. He tells him about a new case, which involves a greater range of people. They didn't notice it until a couple weeks ago. And they didn't notice it until right after the Death Gun case that there's been over hundreds of people dying within different VR MMO games, which shocks Kirito, which he's in the real world right now. Right after hearing this, he's shocked. After he straightened himself out and continued to listen to the detective, he tells him that these deaths are appearing in different VR games at a much greater scale than the Death Gun incident, which they don't know exactly what it is, but we have a record of what happened. Each player's logs are still on there. They have a record of what each player did right before the time of their death, which Kirito is still somewhat shaken up, learning that people are dying in VR games again, and not just one, but multiple. The detective, the agent, or whatever he was again, tells him that the log showed that right before each death, that they came across a literally labeled unknown monster. And after dying by that unknown monster, it says they're completely just gone, brain dead, vanished, like their consciousness was just vanish. It's not a normal death, it's more like, and this is the inspector explaining it to Kirito, explaining that the deaths were completely undiagnosed. It's like they're a vegetable. No brain activity whatsoever. Not even in the game itself, the VR games. A couple hours pass after explaining the instance. Kirito leaves the investigator and then sends a message to all his friends who play VR games, especially the ones from SAO. The inspector was telling him this to be cautious, because they're not hiring him for any case. They're just telling him that just to be careful. As Kirito leaves to meet up with his friends in ALO to explain the situation even better, a little more. He appears at home and plugs up to his headset. I forgot exactly which he used during this time, but he logged into SAO. And right when he was heading towards the meetup for all of his friends in SAO, he comes across an unknown monster, which the system's telling him, but to us, we know it as a hollow. But this was different from any other hollow. As you can tell from the thumbnail, it's that hollow. Subject white. And that. Okay, guys, that's it for the what if tonight. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And tell me what you think of it. And I will continue this what if after completing my first 6 video lineup. Okay, guys? So, with that out of the way, goodbye. And happy Halloween.